Hey there, Miss Piggy. Oh, what a ride it was today. I had an absolute blast watching you struggle to squeeze into various dresses. And let me tell you, not a single one did justice to your appearance. I couldn't contain my laughter at how utterly repulsive you looked. It's a shame, really. Even with all those pricey outfits, no amount of fabric could salvage your sorry appearance.
Really? I don't understand what was so hilarious about today. I didn't think anything was particularly funny.
Oh boy, it was a riot. I couldn't contain my laughter for the entire hour you spent parading in those dresses. Damn, you managed to look so chubby in every single one of them. Seriously, you were puffier than a blowfish. I guess you're just trying way too hard to appear presentable. Newsflash, no amount of fabric can hide that pig face of yours. It's high time you save my brother the embarrassment and call off the engagement. Trust me, it's for the best.
You know, I never asked you to come along. If I wanted someone to watch me pick a dress, I would have chosen someone a little more supportive.
Huh? What do you mean? I was fair to support you. I thought you needed someone who can tell you the truth about how you looked. I know you didn't ask me to come, but I thought you'd appreciate that I came along.
I didn't need you to be there. You were criticizing every dress that I tried on. Every time the seamstress bought a new dress, you had to be so critical about the fabric, the color, the laces. Do you realize how annoyed she was? Besides, I really needed to find the right dress today. I don't have much time before the wedding next month.
Wow, you're so rude. Is that how you're going to treat me? I am your important future sister-in-law. Besides, I handpicked that beige dress just for you. Thought it would go perfectly with your pig-like face. You know, because pigs love rolling in the mud. It's a perfect match.
Oh, is that why you brought over that brown dress? That wasn't even for the bride to wear. It was a bridesmaid's dress.
Well, I figured those earthy colors would be a flawless match for your bridesmaids. Honestly, they all resemble some farm animals, don't they? Your best friend, what was her name again? Oh, right, Tina. Her long face could give any horse a run for its money. And that girl you've known since kindergarten? She's got quite the duck face going on. Perfect little animal squad you've got there.
Ellie, stop it. You're turning 27 soon. You need to watch what you say because it could hurt other people's feelings. You should be old enough to understand that.
Whatever. Too bad you're too blind to see any of it. Anyway, today was such a waste of time.
Tell me about it. I was absolutely drained because you were constantly in my way. The number of dresses you tried on was ridiculous. Meanwhile, I had a mere hour to find and choose my own dress. Do you have any idea how much of that precious time you took from me? And let's not forget, wedding dress fittings are meant to be for the bride-to-be only.
Oh, you're no fun. Don't blame me for everything. The store clerk kept bringing me different dresses. It would have been rude to refuse, right?
That's because you kept asking them to bring the same dress, but in your size.
Size 2? Size 4 is too big on me. It won't fit. I'm not as big as you.
You should have seen the looks on their faces. I was embarrassed, to be honest.
Oh, please, Avery. Embarrassed? That's rich. Let's get real here, shall we? It's quite the opposite, don't you think? They'd much rather assist me in fitting into a dress than wasting their time on an old hag like you. I'm the one that was embarrassed. I had to watch you rush to get in and out of the dressing room.
It's because I was running out of time. Thanks to you.
Ha! If you don't have time now, you probably won't have time for a family. I feel so bad for my brother that he has to marry you. I don't know what he sees in you. I respect him in every way except for his taste in women.
Excuse me. You can't just keep talking to me like that.
You know, he's never really had the best taste in women, even back in high school. Well, except for this one he dated, Claudia. Man, she was smoking hot, I'll admit it. Her face was too damn cute, you know? Big eyes, petite jaw, those plump, pouty lips. It's a shame their fling didn't last long, but damn, she was drop-dead gorgeous. Even the guys in my grade were head over heels for her.
Whatever. Well, there must be a reason why they didn't last for too long.
Oh, yeah, just as I said, Dennis had a knack for women with pig faces. He's into that whole ugly thing, you know? Honestly, I can't say I'm excited about Dennis's wedding at all. I mean, come on, Avery. Did you even look at yourself in the mirror today? Do you really think you're a good match for Dennis? Yeah, I didn't think so. I genuinely feel sorry for the guy. It's his wedding, but you're his bride. Brides are supposed to be drop-dead gorgeous. Why don't you do everyone for a favor and walk away now while it's not too late?
Well, I have to give you credit for your audacity to keep expressing yourself like this. Thank you for being direct with me about your feelings. In all honesty, as difficult as it may be for you to accept, I'm still going to marry your brother. This is happening. It's real. I understand it might be hard for you to process right now. I know your actions stem from your deep love for your brother, and I can empathize with that. Believe it or not, I actually chose a dress today. I shared the photos with my mother and bridesmaids, and they thought it suited me well. So whether it's to your liking or not, I will indeed wear a wedding dress and marry your brother next month.
Oh, they're lying to you. They're not telling the truth. Was it the pink one? We all know deep inside you look like a huge bubblegum about to pop.
No, not the pink one. It's off-white. You'll know if you attend the wedding.
Seriously? You've got to cut ties with Dennis, like ASAP. Grab your phone, dial his number, and cancel this whole shebang. Trust me, it's a total time and money drain. I'm not on board with this marriage. I'm protesting big time. It's a strict no on being with Dennis. So get moving and end it, alright?
Allie, I don't need your approval. In fact, I don't approve of your behavior either. It's not up to you to decide for us to be together or not. It's time for you to grow up.
Ms. Brown, please accept my sincere apology for my daughter's behavior earlier today. Ellie is clueless. I couldn't believe she tagged along to your wedding dress fitting. I don't know where she got that brashness from. I know she was only there to disturb you, so I wanted to say I'm really sorry for the trouble she caused.
Hi, Franklin. No worries. It's not for you to apologize.
No, I can't help but feel responsible for her. She lost her mother when she was only 5 years old. I tried raising the two of them the best I could, but I don't know what I've done wrong. She's especially out of control these days. I'll make sure to sit her down and talk to her again. So please, I really hope you will forgive me for her bad manners.
Please, Franklin, calm down for a second. Firstly, this is not a business matter, so please don't call me Ms. Brown. I'm going to be your daughter-in-law soon. Personal is personal, and business is business.
But you are the president and CEO of Find Mine. You're one of my most important clients. I hope you'll not shut us out because of this incident.
This is business, but this is personal. I do not mix the two. Look, Franklin, I know I'm making things harder for you. I didn't realize I was falling for your son when I met Dennis at that conference in Phoenix. There are so many things in life that are just out of our hands, like who you fall in love with, or who marries your son.
Yes, I understand that in theory. It's just not easy for me to switch on and off that easily. I think I need some time to get used to it.
Yes, I understand. I am sorry for putting you in this awkward position. All I'm saying is, you could try to act more casually in front of me when we're discussing personal matters. One step at a time, Franklin.
You're right. Thank you, Avery. I really appreciate your kind gesture.
Franklin?
Right, but I still want to apologize on behalf of my selfish daughter. To be frank, I don't understand what she's thinking these days. She's out of hand. I know she's a grown adult, but still, I can't believe some of the things she gets up to. By the time I find out, it's always too late.
I can't blame you. Besides, don't you think she's old enough to make her own decisions? Also, I think I know why Ellie is acting the way she is. She really loves her brother. She's probably afraid that I'll take Dennis away from her. That's why she's doing whatever she can to get rid of me.
Dennis and Ellie are 8 years apart. Dennis was already in middle school when their mother passed away. Dennis was like another father to Ellie, even a mother sometimes. He used to feed her when she was hungry and I had to work late. It's true, Ellie was always defensive when it came to Dennis. I just didn't imagine she would misbehave this badly towards you. I am truly sorry for her actions.
Franklin, again, it's not your responsibility. There's really no need for you to apologize to me. This is between Ellie and I. I will take my time to build this relationship with her. I also know this is not something that can be done overnight. It's going to be a project for me.
Oh, Avery, I really appreciate you saying that. But please do let me know if she causes any more trouble for you. I ask you this as your future father-in-law. I really want to know what she's doing and saying to you so I'm on the same page.
Yes, duly noted. I'll make sure to reach out if something happens again. Thank you, Franklin.
You, Avery, what are you going to break up with Dennis? I've been waiting for your response since last week. How could you ignore me for this long? I'm going to be your future sister-in-law.
Hi, Ellie. Sorry, I've been caught up with work all week. I didn't mean to ignore you. I'm sorry to tell you, but I have no plans to split up with Dennis. Our wedding is scheduled for next month, as planned. I really hope that you can come too.
Oh, Avery, you're stubborn as a mule. I still don't get what Dennis sees in you. He'll be so much better off marrying someone a lot more beautiful, reasonable, and smarter than you. I bet he doesn't know what you're really like.
If it's going to make you feel any better, please speak with Dennis. I am certain that there's no better woman who could make him happier than I. Dennis and I have known each other for 5 years now. We've had our ups and downs, but we've always been there for each other. We are best friends, and we make great life partners. So I'm sorry, but Ellie, it won't be easy for me to give him up.
Oh, you're so annoying. Your face is in fact the most annoying of all. You need to break up with my brother since he deserves a more beautiful wife.
Just so I understand. You keep on bringing up someone more beautiful for Dennis, but is there someone in mind?
Of course, there's someone I have in mind.
What?
There's this girl Louisa who I went to college with. She was a senior when I was a sophomore. She met Dennis once at our house. She's been head over heels for him ever since. I really think they'll make a great match. That's why I decided to be her Cupid.
Is that right?
Anyway, she's super gorgeous, beautiful, and smart. I really look up to her. She's also a part-time model actress at a modeling agency. Last time I talked to her, she was auditioning for the latest Netflix film. She's nothing like you, Avery. I'm sorry, but I'm certain Dennis would fall for Lucia if she sees her now.
I don't think it's going to happen, Ellie.
Actually, I'm already at Dennis's place waiting for him to come home.
Okay. Why are you waiting to ambush him at his house exactly?
I know he's on his way home from the business trip. I want to surprise him when he gets back. If he sees Lucia waiting for him in his room, I'm sure he'll be stunned after a long day's trip.
Stunned, for sure. So you're waiting for him outside his apartment with this friend of yours?
No, we are in his apartment right now. We're going through his fridge and we're cooking for him. At least, he'll have something to eat when he comes home.
What? You broke into Dennis's place and you're going through his stuff? That's a really bad idea. You need to take your friend and get out of there right now. Besides, how did you get inside?
Spare key, of course.
Did Dennis give you a spare key to his place?
Well, not exactly. I made a copy of the key to his new apartment when he came over the other day. He doesn't know about it. He might be surprised, but I think he'll be okay. After all, I'm his dear sister.
No. That's not a good thing to do, Ellie. I suggest you leave right now before it's too late. Besides, I think Dennis will be furious if he finds out.
What do you know about him? My brother loves me. He would never get angry over this. Besides, I'm introducing him to a gorgeous woman who's perfect for him. All I have to do is have them meet, and the rest is history. I'll leave Lucia alone with Dennis in his room. I'm sure they'll hit it off just fine. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope Dennis comes home soon.
Ellie, this is your father. You better get out of there right this instant. We need to talk.
Huh?
You heard me. Get out of there and come to Avery's place and apologize to her in person. I can't believe you. You're up to no good. You need to sit down and talk face to face, Ellie.
Wait, what? Wait a minute. What's going on? Hello? Who's this?
This is your father. I just happened to be with Avery. Then suddenly you started messaging her ridiculous things. So I asked her to show me what you were writing to her.
What? You were picking in on our conversation? How much did you see?
I wasn't peeking, she showed me. And I've seen everything. From when you asked her to break up with Dennis. What is wrong with you? I couldn't believe my eyes when you said you broke into Dennis's apartment without him knowing. And you brought a friend over to leave her with him? Have you gone mad? You are way out of line, Ellie. You know they're getting married next month no matter what you do.
Wait, I still don't get it, Daddy. How come you're with Avery? Isn't that more suspicious?
Excuse you?
What's going on over there between you two? You said you're going to a client dinner tonight. Aren't you supposed to be at work instead of hanging out with Avery?
I am working. The client dinner is with Avery. She is the CEO of one of the most important companies I'm dealing with. Avery and I were in a business relationship way before Dennis was engaged to Avery. And are you screwing up things for me? We have business prospects with her company, but you're really putting me in a difficult spot here, Ellie.
What? How come you never told me this? How come no one said anything? I didn't know Avery was the CEO of her company. I had no idea you two knew each other through business.
That's because you don't know anything. Because you only care about yourself. Here you are trying to ruin my important business relationship. Anyway, we can talk about this later. Just get out of that house immediately. Do as I tell you. I don't want to hear any excuses from you.
I don't have to listen to you. How old do you think I am?
You know very well how old you are. You're still acting like a baby. If you don't listen to me, then you can kiss your monthly allowance goodbye. Whose paycheck do you think you're living off of?
Avery, I can't believe you didn't tell me you were the CEO of Synthy Corp. You know, you could have told me. Why wouldn't you tell me you knew my father through business?
I didn't want you to know me as someone who was doing business with your father. I wanted you to get to know me better as Dennis's fiancée and as your future sister-in-law. That's why I didn't tell you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep it a secret. I thought you'd find out eventually, one way or another, through your father.
Huh? You expected my father to tell me all this? This is between you and me. I wish you would have told me directly. There goes my trust for you. I knew you weren't trustworthy. If I'd known you were an important client of my father's, then I wouldn't have treated you the same way.
Oh, really? Is that so? So things would have been different if you'd known that I owned my own company? Then I'm glad I kept it a secret. I was able to find out what kind of person you really are.
Huh? Who's the one with a personality issue? This is not the way you treat your future sister-in-law. You liar, you deceitful and untrustworthy.
I'm sorry. Are you saying that I have Personality issues? I think you're the last person who should talk. You're the one that tried to force your friend onto your own brother. Who does that?
Shut up! I'm in trouble now because of you! Lucia's so mad at me because of yesterday. We rushed to get out of Dennis's apartment as soon as we talked to my dad, but Dennis came before we left. He was so furious. He pushed us both out of the door and threw my bag after me. He wouldn't even let me finish explaining why we weren't there. I've never seen Dennis but angry.
I'm not surprised. Who would be excited to come home and find intruders?
He tore up Lucia's phone number and said we were crazy if we thought he'd never ever call her. He called us both lunatics. Lucia went berserk after that.
I mean, can you blame him? You were both acting like lunatics. Who just goes into someone's house? Your friend sounds even crazier than you.
She says she's going to sue me for publicly humiliating her. She says I've disgraced her and I owe her $7,000.
What? She's suing you for $7,000? That's hilarious.
This is all your fault. I can't pay that much. I told her I don't have that much money. I apologized, but she said it's not enough. She wants me to pay back for all the meals she took out on the presents she gave me, even though I know they were all hand-me-downs.
Oh, is that so? This is the same gorgeous Lucia you loved so much. It's too bad she wasn't all that cool after all.
Avery, can you help me out? I mean, you're a CEO, right? Can you lend me $7,000? I promise I'll pay you back.
And how do you expect to pay me back?
I'll find a job or maybe I could come work for you.
I don't think so.
Come on, that way we can rebuild a relationship and I can save time looking for a job. I won't get in the way of you and Dennis anymore. I'll finally accept you as my sister-in-law. Isn't that what you always wanted? It's a win-win for both of us.
No. I don't think that's what you call a win-win, Ellie. In fact, I wanted to tell you I don't need your approval because I decided I won't be accepting you as my sister-in-law.
What?
Franklin told me that he's going to disown you.
Dad says that, but he really doesn't mean it.
Really? Is that what you think? That's not what he told me. He said he's cutting off all financial ties with you. He said he doesn't want to see you anymore. No phone calls. No emails even. I think you really got him angry this time.
That's none of your business. Besides, Dad will cool down in a few weeks. I'm a sweet little daughter.
Well, I'm not so sure anymore. Now that his daughter has become a criminal.
A criminal? Are you calling me a criminal?
Yes. Trespassing is a serious crime. Did you know that apartment you and your friend broke into was actually my place?
What?
Ah, of course you didn't know.
Wait, that's where my brother lives, isn't it? His?
In fact, it's not. It's one of the apartments I own. It happened to be close to Dennis's office, so I'm letting him live there until we find a place to live together. So that apartment is under my name. I am the owner. You trespassed into my apartment without any permission. I'm going down to the police station later to file charges against you.
What? You could do that? I'm sorry, I didn't know.
You don't think I'm serious? I already spoke to Dennis and your father about this. It was actually Dennis's idea, but your father went along with it. They said it would be a good lesson for you.
No way, they wouldn't do that to me.
Now, do you understand the seriousness of all this? Your father is actually disowning you. He said he's ashamed of you. We all agree it's about time you stand on your own 2 feet.
No, wait, I really didn't know that apartment was yours.
You know, I'm glad all this happened now, instead of after Dennis and I get married. Otherwise, police would have just taken it as a family feud and most likely brushed us off.
No, please, listen to me. Are you really going to the police? Am I going to jail?
I don't know. You'll have to find out for yourself. Most trespassing crimes are misdemeanor offenses. Misdemeanors could serve up to 1 year in jail in our state. But since it's your first time, I'm not sure. I know they'll arrest you for sure. You will end up with a criminal record. Most likely you will face some kind of fines as a penalty.
A criminal record? No, please, don't do this to me. I don't have any money to pay you or Lucia. I told you, I'll approve of your marriage with Dennis from the bottom of my heart.
I'm sorry, Ellie. I don't need your approval. I'm done with all this ruckus and disrespect. I didn't appreciate you calling me a pig face. I didn't like you comparing me to Dennis's exes either. You've been a thorn in my side since the day I met you. And I'm pretty sure you'll continue to be one too. So I don't have the heart to forgive you just yet. I've had it with you. I'm going to the police today to file a complaint. If you have anything more to say, please speak to the officers down at the station. After that, Ellie begged me to reconsider, but I refused to entertain the idea. The court handed down a sentence of a $200 fine and community service. The fine wasn't too steep, but the fact remains that she was arrested, detained, and now carries a criminal record. Since her arrest, I've heard that she's been on her best behavior. I've also learned that her friend Lucia is furious because she received the exact same penalty. Currently, no one seems to know where Ellie is. However, she occasionally sends her father a text to apologize, which is the least she could do after causing him immense stress. Following this incident, Franklin had to step down as my business contact. His company discovered Ellie's behavior and assigned someone else to handle my account. Honestly, it's a relief for our personal relationship. In my opinion, doing business with family members can be a bit awkward. As for Dennis and I, we're still planning to proceed with our wedding as scheduled next week. Although it seems unlikely that Ellie will attend, I would genuinely welcome her if she did. After all, legally speaking, I can't disown her. So if anyone knows where she is, please let her know that Dennis and I are thrilled to be embarking on a lifelong journey together.